Video games are usually real-time, fast, action, explosions, shooting. Board games, not so much.
Except this one. And few more real-time games.
Yeah, well, it does others, but mostly this one.
This game invites you to the Cyberpunk storyline, only alternative version of it.
You think you know what happened in the video game, but did it?
In this game, you will play these characters with weird-looking or cool-looking guns.
If you've played the video game, cool looking. If you haven't played the video game, weird looking.
And you have different missions that this robot-y type fellow just gave you.
Robo-tea. It's like a tea that robots drink.
Yeah.
Robo-tea.
Don't forget to put your little pinky up.
It's in the programming. This is the only game where saying prototypes sounds freaking cool. Because it's technology, you know, and technology has prototypes. This is a prototype of Cyberpunk.
Just give this one to him, okay?
Yes, please do.
You as a team will have to do the mission, but you will have to do it in real time. But they try to simulate all the action and fighting and shooting with real-time timer. Real-time timer.
Real-time timer, unlike the fake time timer.
This one really takes time and lets you play one card, do those actions, maybe some bonus actions, and then you say, your turn.
And I keep going, quicker, because I need to go. Then I play a card, do the actions, draw a card, your turn.
Maybe roll some dice, play a card, do some actions, your turn.
Play a card, remember that's not the...
You okay?
Prototype.
While doing all of this chaotic action, you will upgrade, get new items and cards and weapons, and try to be more efficient with your actions.
So when you play a card, you will do the first line of the action. It's gonna be moving, shooting, opening doors, and doing some special actions. But during the game, you will upgrade your abilities, and then you can do the next line or all of the lines. So you get better as you go.
One game takes around 10 minutes. If there's more levels, maybe a bit more. But in general, it's very quick paced. Talking about quick pace, let's quickly move to the first question, which is...
What are the 3 best things about this game?
While Janus is writing down his best things, I'll tell you 3 best things that you get when you become our supporter. Number 1, you get to join our Discord server where there is great community sharing their experience with games. Number 2, you get 1 extra video each month where we talk about very, very different topics. Yeah, great. And the third thing you get is that really warm and fuzzy feeling because that little money that you send us pays for my bills, which are piling up. I'm trying to do this as a full-time job, which is going...
Is what you're saying.
And also, we are trying to get you on board as well.
That also isn't.
That also isn't happening unless you help us out. Thank you just for considering it. And even more thank you if you're actually doing it.
And help us make those isn'ts into ises. I never thought I'd ever, and I might have, but I don't think I have.
What are you saying?
That I have, but I will have now, put setup as one of the best things. The first time I did it, I was like, come on, the game takes 10 minutes and we're sitting up for 10 minutes? That's not okay. But after each scenario, preparing for the next, do you know how these action movies have montages where you're like... preparing and loading everything up and just putting a knife in your boot? That's how it felt. And when we're setting up the board, I was like, okay, scanning the map, you should go there. I was already all thinking for route.
Action! This game is full of action and it's really...
Wait. Do you mean the action?
Because it's really difficult to put in a cardboard the feeling that you get from video games. Shooting, action, reloading. And here, it's really great. And it's this action all the time. Rolling the dice feels so quick and enjoyable. It really well visualizes and creates this action and feeling of pressure.
And there are some tough choices to make. Sure, you only play one card, but which card do you play? Do you prepare for like better turns ahead, or do you make a move now? Where are you right now on the board? There. Okay, I gotta get there to help you do that. I think they got it as close as possible without it becoming a video game.
There is an app with a timer. But you could totally use just regular timers.
Yeah, if you're like, oh no, I don't play app-based games, this will work without an app.
It's simple. Because you just have a few seconds, you don't have a lot of management. Even though there are some, and you will have to place these and roll down these. There's so much content in general, right? But it all feels simple, and explaining the rules is it's a breeze. Yeah.
So progression. And it means many things. First of all, how it eases you into the game. The first scenario was 6 out of 10. The second one better. And the third one, really cool. More things to do, enemies do different things, you get new weapons and new abilities. The story also progresses. Yep. I mean, we just barely scratched the surface, but so many things progress. I felt like I gone through a mini campaign in this game.
3 scenarios, as we mentioned in this prototype. Last thing is the loop. We pick out 4 cards.
Yeah.
The timer starts, 1, 2, 3. Play a card that has movement and opening doors. So I'll pick my character, move here, open the doors that are non-existent because you set it up and didn't place them there.
Right there, right
So
there.
now I open them up, then have to pick immediately up 1 card, and it's your turn.
Okay, I'll heal up 1 and also move 1, but I'll move in another direction because I don't want to follow you. I draw a card, your turn. It's crazy how many things you get to do in that one real-time round. You get to craft things, you get to upgrade your character, you get to move around the board, open, close doors, shoot at the bad guys, loot their bodies. Oh!
And after you have done this, you have a breather. You have like the cooldown round when you all just... Okay, we're ready? Let's go again. Just thematically feels nice.
But this game is not for some people.
Number 1 thing is the restart. Between each session, you restart everything on your boards. And it feels a bit anticlimactic. I just got those weapons, I just progressed. Now I move it all back.
Yeah, where are my weapons? Where are my guns? Where's my bling? This is a prototype. Rules are bound to change, components are bound to change, visuals are bound to change. Follow their crowdfunding campaign to see if maybe these are immediately like done. Not a problem anymore.
We progressed because we finished the mission, but I didn't get anything.
But it's so quick and action is so snappy that you're gonna get back up to your progression in like 2-3 minutes when you start playing the next game. Okay, mine is going to be co-op-ish. Especially at first, since everything's happening in real time and you have to keep track of your things, you're not really paying attention to what he's doing. What are you doing right now?
I'm right now looking at the table.
Not paying attention because I need to deal with my own things right now. And the only times when you're gonna have like interaction is if the scenario specifically calls for that. But it felt like it progressively got better as we went. In the first scenario, I literally didn't care what he's doing. And in the third scenario, I cared and we needed to
And we lost that one.
Yeah, so see. Anyway, it's not as co-op-ish as Pandemic or Spirit Island or things like that, where you have to talk through every turn. There's just not enough time.
Next thing for me is missions, and these missions are go to this place, discard a card, or go to these 2 places and then one of you has to do something. But they're not very thematic, so it's very mechanical. A lot of people playing this won't even notice that there was some flavor text.
And I think you also have it. It's real time, surprise! A lot of people super stress out over this real-time panicky actions they have to do. I feel like that represents what's happening, right? But they just don't enjoy that mechanism. I think the best thing I can tell you is if you like sports and playing sports, any sports, you can like this.
Yeah.
If not, then maybe not.
With my experience with real-time games, you always want to play with the same people because you get progressively better at the game. Another person joining your company just won't be at the same level. You want to continue, get better, and that person will be struggling, so you have to start the missions from beginning, and you're like, beginning, I'm sure.
Just ban that noob.
What I'm saying is that you should be sure that you will have a gaming group to play this with. The last thing for me is the chaos, which is a good thing.
Love it.
This is the problem, shuffling cards. When you run out of cards, you have to shuffle these, and the other player can only start his turn when I pick up a card. So you try to shuffle, but how many times? Because it's wasting time, I don't know.
It's my turn. Do I need to turn the health dials? Which actually we didn't mention. These things have really cool health dials to speed up things. But do I need to do it, or can you do it on my turn? How many times do I need to shuffle the cards? Is like this enough and I can start my turn? It's a speed game. It matters. It's gonna probably be addressed in the rules, so it's a minor thing.
2, 1.
If you like these, you will like Cyberpunk.
Project Elite is game about alien intrusion. No, we're intruding.
No, we're the intruders.
We're the intruders, and they're running towards us, so we have to shoot them and get the hell out.
Yeah, you get in, do your thing, get out. Like here.
It's a real-time game as well, but it's even more chaotic because everything happens at the same time. It's all about how fast can you roll the dice and then resolve them. If you roll the dice like this, move, shoot, then again roll, move. Then again, I can't even talk as fast as you can do actions there.
Mine's super simple. It's called Escape. There's one where you escape from a temple, and then there's another one where you're trying to escape a city of zombies. It also uses dice as mechanism. You roll a bunch of dice, use those to move around the temple, discover new tiles, get stuff, and get out. That's super simple. The downside of the Escape game is that it's the same thing every time you play. Here, you go through a story and things progress there not so much.
Personal rating and
Who might this game be for?
3, 2, 1.
So, what's going to happen with us with this game in the crowdfunding?
I'm hoping a friend
Oh.
will back this one.
Coincidentally, I'm backing it.
Still waiting for a friend to back it. I mean,
And I will. Depending when you're watching, I might be or might not be yet backing this game.
he missed on the joke.
I'll watch the video and then get it. Hopefully.
Okay. I can explain because the jokes are much better when explained.
I know!
Yeah?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I said, I want my friend to back it.
Okay.
And you said, it's a good thing I'm backing it.
Okay.
And then I said, yeah, still waiting for a friend to back it.
Ah, yes, it is much better. It's funny. I played the video game.
Yeah.
I like the video game, but I am not going to be backing this because of the video game. It does help, but I like the mechanisms of this. I'm gonna play this with my sons. We used to play a lot of those real-time games. Played a ton of 5-Minute Marvel, which is like a super simple real-time game that we also didn't mention is a good one, but it's for very young kids and families. If you are a video gamer and haven't gotten much into, board games, and you like Cyberpunk, this could be for you. If you have kids that like real-time games, you could definitely play it with them. I don't know how complex it gets, but based on these 3 scenarios, it's manageable. Sure, you'll probably lose a couple of times, but that just adds replayability. And if you like real-time games in general, I think it also is definitely for you.
I'm happy that you're gonna buy it.
Yeah, I know, none of your friends are, so at least I am.
Yeah, because I really want to see where it goes, but I wouldn't back it because I'm worried that for me, real-time games have always shined for a few plays and then it's just there on the shelf. Replay value for me has been like receding more than my hairline. So I love to try it, but I'm not sure if I would play it as much as I would like to. Who is this game for? Is TikTokers. Somebody who needs the action all the time. Who doesn't want to get bored. You won't get bored from this board game. If you like doom scrolling.
Yeah, and your attention span is very low like mine is. What do you think about Cyberpunk? Do you like the IP? Have you played the video game? Will you back this? Any other real-time games we should try that we haven't mentioned?
Let us know in the comments. Love you guys. See you next time.